Hey y'all, I'm back again today to share a couple of journals that I just listed in the Etsy shop. These are ones that I completed. A day at the seashore I recently completed, but this one I completed in the spring. I just never I just got busy with other things and just never listed it. So I've listed it in the shop if anybody's interested, and if you really love bunnies, this is a really super cute journal. The tie on here is made with vintage quilt pieces. It's a really long tie, so you could, and it's gonna fray. It's gonna fray some. This is a super scrappy tie, and it's long. Really cool vintage quilt pieces on this one. Yeah, so you can use it as a tie. You can cut it up and make tabs out of it. You could make you a little snippet roll. You know, you can make whatever. Same deal as usual with my little scrappy ties. This one's really cute. And then the book measures, it's 6.5, I think. 6.5 or 6.25. Yeah, 6.5 by like right at almost 9.25. Okay. It's a really it's a vintage book. It was one that I picked up at a thrift store a while back that has the 2 stories in it. So the back, I painted the back green, and I think I showed some of this in when I was working on my spring journals when I did all the bunny books. But yeah, it's got 4 signatures. There's like 98 pages in it times 2. I put this little scrappy piece up here and some buttons. I made a really cool charm on here with, I shared one of my friend Jen's buttons that she sent me that I shared quite a few of those this year. And then vintage buttons and some wood beads. There's a little birdhouse on here, a little ceramic button birdhouse. There's some glass beads. There's some recycled beads from jewelry. There's a leaf. A really cool charm. Yeah, a lot of vintage buttons. There's a turtle. There's a little blue heart. There's a little white heart button. Just really fun. Really fun. I hope you could see all that. I hope I was in camera. So that's the charm. It also comes with this little bag, this very simple little drawstring bag that I made out of a vintage linen that Renee sent me. Super cute. And then there's bunnies. So there's these little, I don't know if it's stitching or if it's applique. Let's see. Yeah, it's stitching. So it's like these little, scrappy pieces here. These little stitch bunnies. It's not lined. It's a very light little bag. It would be great, you know, to put some of your little goodies in and travel with it or whatever. Super light, really cute. So there's the bag, you get the tie, you get the journal. There is a writing board that I made from another bunny book. There is a glassine bag full of extra goodies in here. There is an envelope made from a Peter Rabbit book. There is one of the Joey DeFee pockets with there's a ton of stuff in here. There's all kinds of little cards. There's some little cutouts that I did. There's a little tag. Let's see. There's the little bunnies driving the car that I backed onto file folder and fussy cut. There's some napkins in here that you can use for decoupage. There's just a bunch of stuff in this little Joey DeFee style pocket that I used. I'm trying to remember what kind of book pages. I think they're garden book pages. Okay. There is a vintage Valentine in here that's really cute with the little bunny. There's a little piece of bunny fabric in here. Another little bunny page. another little sort of board book page that you can make you a big tag. The remainder of the pages of the book that you can also make more tags with that didn't get in the book. There's a book page from another book, which is like a floral friendship book. I think those are the little poppies on there. Another little page, some bunny gift wrap. And then there was a couple of little pages like this is, there's only really 1 or 2 pages in here that reflect Easter or like decorating eggs and things like that. So the rest of it could really be used, you know, as it could really be used as an everyday journal if you just like bunnies, because there are a lot of bunny things in here. It doesn't have to be spring. It doesn't really have to be Easter. It could be a baby book. It will make a cute baby book. There's a Curious George page, another music page, a little dictionary page, and then I think this might have been one of the flyleaf pages from the book. So you get all of that, with it as well. I've already listed this in the Etsy shop, so when you see this video, it's listed. There's a couple of little tags here. This is, oh wait a minute, did I mean to put, I guess I meant to put all these in here. Yeah, so there's the little Q is a quilt that we stitch and sew, and these are backed. There's the little squirrels, and then A is for animals. There's a rabbit and a squirrel tossing a ball. So I thought those would be really cute. I didn't realize I put 3 of them in here, but there's 3 little tags there. Okay. And then, so there's not a ton of ephemera stuck in the book because it's all over here in this sort of stack of stuff. But there's a little pocket that I made out of some little bunny fabric. I think that came from Renee. There's vintage ledger, cardstock, music, book pages. There's little tabs with some of my little pieces of ribbon that I used in the other spring books that I did. This is from an Ideals book, so this is about, you know, bunnies and Easter and decorating Easter eggs. Here's Richard Scarry. There's some really nice, that resume paper. There's some Eloise Wilkins. This is a beautiful, I love this right here. I've hoarded this for a long time, but I absolutely love this page right here with this little boy and the bunny, Mr. Rabbit. So there's a couple of little poems on here. There's Field Mouse to Kitchen Mouse, The Rabbit Skip, and Mr. Rabbit. I just think that's so cute. I don't know why I've been hoarding this book. Maybe I was thinking I was going to keep it. And then the other side of this is the little girl with the sheep. Just adorable. This is a really, really cute book. This would make a fun, really make a fun kids journal, everyday journal, you know, Easter, summer, spring, whatever. So many, I think there's just so many uses for this. And here's some more book pages, scrapbook paper. Yeah, this is from the little storybook, 365 Stories. Some more Richard Scarry. The bunny's out in the garden. And I think this was actually Mr. Bear's house, and the bunnies are out in his garden. Tracing paper, cardstock, different kind of ledger. More Richard Scarry. Graph paper. Oh, this is the drawing paper. This is the drawing paper. And then some other another really pretty children's book page. I think that's from a Rand McNally book. Really nice thick paper. That thick matte paper. And then there's the cat. One cat pops out with all these rabbits and bears. Just really cute. Yeah, lots and lots of space in this one. This is one of my little sort of strip clusters that I made. And I put the bunny on it, and since I had the bunny on it, I just have all these little tickets and tags and stuff, and I just sat and one day made a few of those. So I stuck that in there. A little piece of vintage ribbon, more scrapbook paper, more graph paper, more Richard Scarry at the playground, more Richard Scarry. Put that in there because of the birds. And then this is a little tiny, I don't know if you can see this. Let's see. This is a little pin that I've just pinned in here. It's a little bunny pin. And I'm pretty sure that probably came in something that Renee sent me, or maybe that Jen sent me. Jen sent me a bunch of little trinkets, but Renee is notorious for saving these little tiny things because it's the little things that matter. And she's so true. It's so true, and that's what she says. It's the little things that matter. So this is another little Easter page from a McCall's Make It book. But, you know, it's still, it doesn't have to be, you can see by looking at this book, it doesn't have to be that type of book. But I did put a couple of those things in here. More Richard Scarry. Here's another pocket, fabric pocket with the bunnies. And I apologize, I'm just trying not to take all day with this video. Here's another Richard Scarry with the mom and dad tucking in the baby bunnies. And look, they have their little bunny animals. So cute. And then there's the kitties on the other side. So there's another cat in here. More ledger. Oh, okay. So this is some really pretty ribbon. This and this ribbon that Danielle sent me in Happy Mail. The rabbit, family's house. Vintage buttons. So as you can see, lots of fun, lots of really fun book pages, but and beautiful pages from the actual book, and then a lot of space to add your own photos, ephemera, whatever you want to document. Okay, and then I left the, left the front and back blank. You can do what you want to there. Just a really nice book. It's got some flex to it, but the spine is pretty, tough. Anyway, so that is the Tale of Benjamin Bunny. And you can see I can stick all that in there and you still can shut the book. Okay. Might make it a little gator, but there's a lot of room in there. Okay. And the tie in the bag. And it's now in the shop if you are interested. And then here is A Day at the Seashore. And now I hope I didn't in my last video, if you watched my last video at the end where I started rambling about stuff, I hope I didn't offend anybody, but anyway. So here's A Day at the Seashore. This tie is really long, so you could actually cut it and then still use it as a tie and then make little tabs or whatever out of this. And of course it's still fraying in places because that's what these do. So this is very similar to the other, beach journals that I did. Got it backwards there. Thought these real pretty colors. Beachy colors. So there's the tie. And then I did show this when it was in progress. I did keep the book spine here and reinforce it. So this is actually 6.5, okay, by 8. Okay, 6.5 by 8. And it has a 2.5 inch spine, 4 signatures, and then here's the charm. So it's got all kinds of little sea-related things. There's a little boat. There is a starfish. There's a glass fish bead. There's a starfish here that's metal from jewelry, from broken jewelry. There's some real pretty vintage pink and yellow buttons. And then this pretty button that came from my sweet friend Jen. There's a real pretty blue vintage button. There's some glass beads. There's repurposed jewelry on here. There's a little turtle. There's a little flip-flop down here. So really cute. And I used the blue and white wax linen thread, and then the blue wax linen thread to bind it. And then there's 100 pages, 100 plus pages in here. I think there's a few more than 100 pages. And there's ephemera throughout here, so there's not as much ephemera here. There is a tag, there's a cutout, a couple of paper clips, and there's this little thing that that you can add onto the charm if you want to. You know, I added a bunch of dangly things to those binders. I didn't know if you would, I didn't know if I should add it here or not, but you have that option. And then in here is some other little trims. And then I've got to put some twine on the little fishy, a little painted fishy tag. So get one of those. And there's some fabric pieces and then this little folder here, okay? And there's more ephemera tucked in here, so hence why it's not a big stack like the Benjamin Bunny. So there's the same mix. This does not have all the book pages. It has a few of the book pages in here. And then some tags, a couple of the tags that I made, and little pieces of ephemera in here to use. This is from a, this is from one of the scrapbook lines. I can't remember which one, but I love it. Let's go where the Wi-Fi is weak and the sun is strong. And it's a picture going out to the beach. And then this is a little piece from, oh gosh, what are those? The little Dr. Seuss books, dictionaries. Is it Dr. Seuss dictionary? I think so. Anyway, out of the house, outdoors, outside. And then here's another little envelope. So these pieces are just tucked in this pocket. There's a few pockets in here that they weren't sewn into the book. I sewed around them and then glued them into the book. And then this copyright was, the original one was 1959 and renewed in 1979, but I'm pretty sure this is a newer than 1979 printing. I don't know, because it was either that or it sat on the shelf because it was in really good shape. So then there's some really pretty other book pages in here. The same type of stuff that's in the other book. There's a little girl with her little dress, one of my little sewing things. This is a KB and Friends little printable. And then I Love You to the Beach and Back. That came from one of the paper lines. And I think I showed those. I think I showed the paper lines that I was working with when I started like the summer series. Music, vintage children's music. This had the little guy in his little scuba suit. And then some other vintage children's page. This has little turtles on it. Vintage ledger, some vellum. Here's one of the little tags that I made with some other little printables. These are ladies' summer. And then there's a little envelope here. This is a vintage card. I believe Tamara sent me these. I just stapled that in. So there's a lot of fun stuff in here, but a lot of space, okay? Yeah. Another printable. This whole music page was all about the ocean, so that was cute. And then there's some other Golden Book pages from a Donald Duck and the little chipmunk, Chippendale, yeah, about fishing and stuff like that. So that's in there. This one's just tipped in. So like I folded it over and glued it right there to the scrapbook paper. And pretty sure this was from these. Oh, I can't remember what book that came from. There's another children's book. Here's one of the pages from the book. Love these. Just love this book. And then here's one of the little images I cut out, and it's backed onto the file folder, and it's just clipped in, and you can put that in wherever you want to as a tuck spot. There's another little girl, their little pocket. I think this is from a vintage reader about the lake. Another Donald page. So it's a lot of mix in here about summer things, you know, and being near the water and birds. Lots and lots of fun pages. Little buttons in each signature. This is from a super old little golden book about sea creatures. There's sharks and barracudas, tiger sharks, remoras, pilotfish, all the little fishies. This little Floppett's Picnic. All kinds of fun things. And here's a little flip tag that I made. And there's Chip and Dale. Yep. Acorn fell into the lake. Oh, ledger, cardstock. Here's another, yeah, reader page for lake. And then the third signature has more of the, a couple more of the book pages. There's a lot in here. I realized how much I had put in this book. There's some more printables, KB and Friends, and then the tag, buttons. I can't remember what paper line this came out of. That might have been out of a Maggie Holmes paper. Mr. Scary. Donald is tired. And then here's another one of the book pages. So cute. I had intended, where's the other side of that? I had intended, because see, that's the middle of that signature where they're walking the dog down to the beach. And I had intended to put that in the middle and completely forgot. But I put it on the, yeah, almost the outside of that signature. Anyway, still cute, but I had intended to do that. Here's some other things I stuck in here. A couple of coin envelopes, another little printables from KB and Friends, and then some little cards from the paper line. And then this is a seafood mousse. This is a vintage recipe if anybody wants to try that. Not so sure that I would, but I thought it was cool. I'll put it in there. I'm not sure about, when I think of like mousse, I think of chocolate. Not seafood. But, you know, hey, somebody might really like that stuff. Here's another one of the little pages. I just love these little images. Here's another tag, and then the little paper clip. You get one of the little paper clips that I made with the seashell and the little beads that, you know, remind me of the beach in the summer. And this is the wallpaper. It just keeps going and going, y'all. And then this page I took and just made like a journaling card out of it. I took it and backed it on the file folder and then just kind of inked around it. So I'm gonna leave that in there like that so you can make a big tag out of it. You can make a pocket out of it. You know, you can just make a tuck, however you want to use it. More of the Donald. I just tipped that one in. And then here is another, here's another one of the little cards I made. It says seize the day. And then here is one of the little, one of my little tiles with the little fish on it. These are graphics fairy images. I made these a while back. They got little shells on them, and then I just put it on this little clip and clip this here. That's them, you put on your bathing suit and you hang up your clothes. And then this was another, so I had a couple of these books, and this was another image, so I just made this little file folder. You can do what you want to with that. You could actually put it in the center, add you some pockets, put you some other little things in there, add photos. I've just got it tucked in the back, and I need to sign it because I haven't signed it. So that is a day at the seashore. So that one's in the shop. When you see this video, I apologize for the glare. You can see this is a newer book, in really good shape. Yep, really good shape. But I did cover the back, yeah, because I showed y'all this in the beginning when I was doing the summer journals. I did cover this with this paper because it was a newer book, and it has like the little books on the back of it. I don't like that particular cover, so I covered it with the paper, and I stitched all around the back of this book. So I stitched here, and then I stitched all the way around. You can see the stitching on the back of the book. I did not stitch around the front because it's in such good shape. I just left it. All right, y'all. I think that's all of my videos for today. Hopefully this one will load pretty quick, and it'll post today, so you can go buy these journals in my shop. Yeah, they need new homes. I need to get stuff out of here. But anyway, I hope y'all are still having a good day. And again, I hope I didn't offend anybody in my last video, but anyhow, I love you guys. I hope you know that. And I will see you soon. The next video will probably be some orders that I've been working on, and then next weekend will be some more Christmas stuff. Okay, love you guys. Thank you for all your love and support. Always, always, always. See you soon.